The most bizarre thing is that yesterday, Betsy had quoted to me she wanted me to take care of Madonna because she knew that me and that dog were very connected psychically, and I could hear her when she spoke to me. And she told me I need to get off of the chip, all medications, antibiotics. She says I'm so out of line, I can't even contact my mama. She felt like she had vertigo and she couldn't even bond. And when she told me, I told Betsy. And I said, Betsy, I said, I already know she's chipped, but I asked her and she said she is. I said, what we have to do is we have to bathe her every day. You got to allow me. If it's not me, you do it. But she wanted me to do it. I was going to bathe her every day to kill that DNA and get like a little brush with like a little, like probably plastic, little balls on the end and rub her skin until that, it's like an infectious warfare. What the chip does is it prematurely, like the word ejaculates the cells to push up to the surface. So the skin cells just start like coming out in fluids. So what they do is they're able to activate that with the laboratory. But you see, when your DNA is on the inside, it don't really work. So the whole point, the art of the chip is that it goes in your body and then push the excretions out of your cellular memory and your waste, whatever it has to do, it's all in there. And then they're able to access that and reprogram your cells. I mean, it's fucking gnarly shit. It is a science. So that's what's going on. As I was going to bathe her every day, I said, I can get this dog unchipped. I know how to do that. That's how I'm staying alive. I mean, it'll just be like maybe sometimes at the worst 4, but it's never 10. And they're like, okay. And I said, but I can get it down to like 3 every day, which won't even kill her. And they're like, okay, let's do this. And so I spent the whole time with the dog. I took her outside underneath the little bushes out in front of the Fangirl Cafe, and I rubbed her little back, and she had been constipated. And I remember sitting under the tree, and all of a sudden it was like amazing. Like she did this long poop, and it was a very long like bowel movement, like a release. I thought, wow. And I went in and I told Betsy, I said, she did this really pretty big poop. And she goes, oh my gosh. I said, don't, well, she goes, she's been constipated. Well, I said, she's letting go. I said, she looks so peaceful under that tree. And then that night, as we were having dinner, prior to that, she stopped on the floor and sat down and looked at me. And she was so ashamed. Little Madonna, her little eyes were bulging. I said, honey, it's okay, my little darling. And she pooped out another giant pile of poop, like she was just releasing. And we were like, interesting. But I'll never forget that that was abnormal for that dog. And I just want to tell you, I felt murder around the dog. And you can ask Betsy. I was there yesterday and I said, there's a curse on Madonna. She goes, oh no, don't. I said, no, I need to say it. It's because she's an angel, and the dark forces are always after those who love God. And she took it in, but basically I said also, she needs you to cover that sore, the one that made her look like she had a penis. I said, she's very ashamed. She wants to feel like a little lady, maybe some bloomers. I mean, I was there to save that dog, and what did? They fucking murder the dog by chip. If you know that's how it happened last night. So this is, guess what? Seriously, Wallace fucking murdered Medina Spirit. Midnight Bourbon, just Cave Rock, just in Sodashi, just to name a fucking few of my horses, okay? And I mean, I'm afraid to even like a racehorse. My little beaters, my little babies race like fucking hell. They know I miss them. All that aside, it's time to take down seriously Wallace, because she murdered Max, the mayor up in Idlewild. He was doing so good. He is my baby. I was making him more famous, and we were bonding all the time we saw each other. What Sincere opened up was that Count Heidi wants Aragon or something. I don't know what it's called. Go find it. That was her. She got up her little alias cartel, little unhonorable skaters and misfits. And she put them together. Those little grommets fucked me over. But all that aside, see, that's what fame will do to you. You forget where you came from when you get famous too. It's a long way from home. So just don't forget where you came from, All that aside, I'm telling you right now, since Madonna was basically a sacrifice, she is our sacrifice. to Hail Mary and bring her here to Earth right now, because the mother is going to clean up this planet. It is long overdue. And guess what? I feel Lorda, Bianca, my grandmother, 100% Italiano right here. So I think the Italian mafia is going to kick some ass, because I think that must be where I get my gangsta, because I'm not Mexican.